Inside this video we are going to start with the Firefox plugins. Now I want you to keep in mind that please learn as much as you can from the practices, because after this section you are going to have your homework, and then after that you are going to be taking the test that, believe me and listen to this, if you complete the test successfully, you are going to receive a special surprise. Every week, if you complete the test successfully, I am going to be giving you something for free. Now, right now, I am not going to tell you what I am going to give you inside this week, because I will be telling you that when you take the test. So please watch carefully these videos and learn as much as you can, because you are going to be practicing right now, and then you are going to be doing your homework, and at the end the test, which will reinforce all the knowledge. So I hope you are getting ready, because if you don't pass the test you are not going to be able to receive the special surprise. So let's go ahead and we are going to start using the Firefox plugins. First of all, how we are going to be using the Colorzilla. You already know. Colorzilla will help you to know the colors behind any Joomla template. And of course, not only any Joomla template, but any website in general. Let's go to, in this case, we are going to visit my Joomla blog. And we are going to find out the color combination behind this warning text, okay? This banner right here at the top. And in order for us to complete that, I will be recommending you to open a notepad or a Word document so you can make all your notes. You are going to need to accomplish all this. Let's go to Colorzilla in here, and let's go in here. These are going to be the instructions for this initial practice, because again, when you reach your homework, I am going to tell you, okay, go to this site, to this URL, and then find out the color behind this picture or the color behind this text. That's why you will need to always make notes from what you are going to be doing. In this case, this will be the warning, and as you can see, the yellow color, you can see right there, my mouse is over the text, and you can see the color on the right. Let's click in there once and go back to my notepad in this case. The color will be the colon and Control V to paste. Let me go to View and probably Format Font. We are going to increase the font right there. Next, we are going to go to the context font. You will need to find out what type of font my website is using. So let's go back, and we are going to highlight this one in here. This will be the general text. Right click, and in here I will be using an 11 pixels Verdana or Verdana, whatever the pronunciation is. Let's go back in here, font 11 pixels Verdana or Verdana, whatever the pronunciation. Let's go back. Again, you will need to get accustomed to this process, because in the following videos you are going to be doing this by yourself with all the instructions that I am going to be giving you. The HTML validator. With this you are going to find out if a website has a valid HTML. Let's go in here, and down here you are going to put the mouse over the icon. In this case we are not going to have any errors in here, okay? Now sometimes this icon will get highlighted and some other times it won't. You will need to keep in mind that only when you are using XHTML or HTML4 it will get highlighted. In this case, because I am using HTML5, nothing will happen. However, you can still put the mouse over the icon to find out about the errors and warnings. In this case, let's go back. Errors equal to 0 and warnings equal to 0. Let's go back. The next one will be the Firefox and why slow. Now first of all, we are going to start with the Firefox HTML tab, and then we are going to go ahead with the why slow. So let's go in here, and the instruction in here, of course, we are going to click F12, and we are going to find out, we are going to try to find the element which will be holding this image in here on my top. Okay, now check this out, how everything will work. If we put the mouse over the HTML element, in this case the HTML initial HTML tag, and down here the final HTML tag, if we take the mouse out from those elements, the website won't be highlighted. Let's go to the head. As you can see, the head element won't highlight anything inside the site. However, if we go inside the body element, the whole site will get highlighted in blue. Let's go in there because we want to find out the exact element behind this image. So everything will be inside the body in this case. If we click on the plus sign, we are going to put the mouse over this deep element. Nothing will get highlighted. Let's go to the next one, the deep element with the ID main wrapper. And if you notice, now the body inside this website will get highlighted, and especially everything inside this division. Let's go down here. If we put the mouse inside the script, nothing will get highlighted. The next one, nothing. So everything will be inside this division. Let's click inside this plus sign. Let's go to the division top bar. Well, the division with the ID top bar, and it will highlight all this part at the top. We are not looking for that because remember, we are looking for this picture. Okay, let's go to the header, and so far it seems like the header will be the one that will be holding the logo and my banner together. But hold on, we are going to go to the next division, and the next division will be highlighting the search module. Well, in this case, the search bar in here, you can see in yellow. In yellow, normally you are going to have the margins, paddings, and by the way, you have not learned that yet because you are going to be learning all that when you reach the CSS training. But if you notice, the blue part, that's the main part that will be getting highlighted. And let's go down. It gets highlighted on the left, so everything seems to be pointing to this specific division with the ID header. Let's go in there. Remember, we are looking the specific division in this case that will be holding the image. Now, not all the time you are going to have divisions. However, inside this example, that's what it is going to happen. Let's go to the H1 heading, and you can see the H1 heading getting highlighted on the left. Let's go to the logo. The logo gets highlighted. Let's go to the banner, and now it seems that this division will be the one that will be holding the banner. Let's click on the plus sign, and this will be another division, and actually this will be the division that will be holding the banner. Let's click on this division again, and the paragraph. Okay, it will be a paragraph. Now what we are finding right now will be the final element that will be holding everything. And if you notice, right here we have this division with the class custom banner, and inside there we have this P element. Again, an element will be everything from the initial tag to the ending tag plus the content in there. So this will be the P element, the div element, initial division tag, and final division tag. And down here this will be the final element, which will be the A element, the initial A tag and the final A tag. So in this case, the picture will be located inside this A element, this anchor element. In this case, we are going to go back, and the picture, we are going to write down picture inside anchor element or A element. Again, don't forget that I am showing you this because in the following videos you are going to be working by yourself inside the homework that I am going to be assigning you. Let's go back in here, and the next one will be the Y slow because we already find the banner. So let's go back in here. We are going to go to the Y slow. Inside the Y slow, you are going to find out, first of all, the grade. You will need to go to the Y slow and the grade. What I will recommend you to do when you go to the site, and in order to get the right numbers, you will need to refresh the site. So let's go and click refresh, and now everything is working again. There we are. Now we did this to make sure that the numbers are going to be the ones and the correct ones from this site. So the grade will be site grade website grade equal to A. Let's go back, and now we are going to go to statistics because we will need to find out the number of HTTP requests and the total weight behind this website. Let's go to statistics, and we are going to have HTTP requests 22 and total weight 215 kilobytes. Let's go to 22 HTTP requests equal to 22. Then the weight will be, let's go back to 15.8 to 15.8 kilobytes. So that will be all from this YSlow system. Now the next one that we are going to be using will be the developer toolbar. We are going to go ahead, let me minimize this, and this will be the toolbar at the top. First of all, you are going to be checking the validation behind the HTML and the CSS language. And how you are going to be able to do that? Well, you will need to visit the site and then go to Tools and click Validate CSS, and then go back and Tools and Validate HTML. Let me go back very quickly in here, and we are going to write down valid HTML, the colon, and valid CSS, the colon, going back, and so far the HTML will be a valid. You can see this green bar at the top. Successfully checked as HTML5. So the validation inside the HTML will be yes. It is going to be a valid website. Let's go to the CSS, and as you can see, congratulations, no error found. So we are going to be a CSS valid document. Let's write down yes. Let's continue with the final, I believe. This will be the spell checker. Now the spell checker, you're going to be using this Firefox plugin to find errors inside any text. And again, you are going to be able to see this icon down here, and if you click inside this icon, all the mistakes are going to be highlighted. In this case, because the Joomla word and the last name Posel are not inside the dictionary from this Firefox browser, they are going to be highlighted. But in this case, everything is right. Just the problem right now will be that they are not going to be inside the dictionary. So we are going to go back and write down whatever errors on text. Let's just write down Joomla and Posel. Okay, so this process, right now I am just showing you what you are going to be doing, because I am going to be asking you questions. Okay, what color will be behind any picture? You are going to be writing down the color and the hexadecimal number. What phone a website is using, you are going to be writing down the pixels and the phone that the website will be using. Again, you are going to be doing all this in the following videos. You are going to find out the amount of errors and warnings, and you are going to locate the element. In this case, the picture will locate the picture and the element that was holding that picture. In this case, it was the anchor element. Then you are going to find out the website grade, the HTTP request, weight, and if the site has a valid HTML and CSS, and whatever errors inside the text. So be ready, because in the following videos you are going to have your initial homework inside the Firefox plugins. For this video, my friends, that will be it, and let's move on.